Citizen of the world at Bowman means that you understand that the world is interconnected and that you play a part in the world that is bigger than you. And it also means that, you think about things from other perspectives. And it is as small as becoming a character for historical Halloween and doing a report, or as big as thinking about what global problems you can solve for your science fair project. And so our curriculum has always followed a 3-year curriculum plan where we study 2 continents each year in full depth in every grade. We start with Africa, Asia, then we move to Europe and Oceania and hitting Antarctica at the end. And then we go to North and South America. And so in a period of 3 years, the time that you've spent in lower L, the time you've spent in upper L, and the time you've spent in middle school, in the period of those 3 years, you've received all 3 segments of the continents. And it drives everything. For example, we have lists of books where the authors have come from Europe right now. We're studying Europe, we're reading European books, but it also means musicians and artists. Next year, when we do North and South America and the Caribbean, we're going to be focused on those artists and those books and those characters. There's 2 schools of thought on how to teach children about the global world. There's the more traditional school of thought from Dewey, which means that you start with focusing on yourself first, and then you move outward. So this looks like me, my family, my community, my town, my state, and then my world. Whereas in Montessori, we flip that and we talk about the universe first and the whole of all of us. And then as we get older and older and older, we begin to talk about your place and yourself in that universe. Children who are very small love things that are very, very big. So it's really easy to explore that there's this gigantic universe and it has all of these planets and we live on one of those planets, just this huge immensity. Kids love that. They love really big numbers. They love dinosaurs. They love anything that's big and enormous and unusual. They're also very genuine in their heart. And so they are much more interested perhaps in hearing about other cultures or other places and really open-minded. So if you just start with, let's think about others as a way of life, I think it's much easier to continue that on all the way through the grades. One of the greatest joys I have is watching our graduates take this further. For example, become a lawyer who witnesses international trials to see if they're fair, or become someone who majors in international business at Stanford, or takes it one step further and goes on to graduate school to get a PhD in how climate change is affecting certain countries or certain industries. Those things are just really joyful to those of us who've planted those seeds of the early MAP days in Children's House.